especially
my pleasure.
Yeah, this especially busy evening. Listen, what first went through your mind when you heard about this resignation? Because the reactions from your colleagues and other officials, they've been pretty stunning.
My first reaction was, oh my God, the only grown-up in the room is now just left. And that's really what happened. It's really a pity, and you can see by his resignation letter that he's been agonizing for quite some time now, but the pullout of Syria is the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, you can see that he put some effort and energy and thought into writing that resignation letter. Congressman, sources are telling CNN that Mattis tried and failed to change the president's mind over withdrawing troops from Syria. How would you characterize the president's understanding of the region and what's at stake there?
Well, I don't know how much he could understand it if he keeps switching his game plan. You know, it's sort of like whoever speaks with him last, or what I call fly by the seat of your pants diplomacy. I mean, this is just a horrific thing, not because we want to keep American troops there in perpetuity. That's not what we want. But we know that American lives and lives of our allies are being saved. The policy so far has worked. And now we leave, and ISIS has not been defeated. They will surely have a resurgence again. We let Turkey, Erdogan, push us into leaving because he said he's going to go after the Kurds, and we're in the way. The Kurds have been our loyal and faithful allies through these many years, and this is the thanks they get. And it really increases the worry for countries like Israel, which could see Iran and the Syrian leadership get together with Russia, be on the border of Israel, and that's something we have to worry about as well. So I just don't know, what it is between President Trump and Putin, why the moves he makes seem to benefit countries like Russia. But it's very disconcerting, and again, it's not that we want to have a presence there forever, but you don't pull out unless it's wise to do so, and clearly every bit of analytical thinking says it's going to cause a worse bloodbath, and then if we have to get back in, it'll be even more impossible for us then.
Well, let me talk about something else, and because several defense officials are telling CNN that the president also wants to draw down troops in Afghanistan. What do you think of that?
Well, I think it would be the same mistake. It's ironic. They criticized President Obama when he drew down troops in Afghanistan, and you remember we had to go back in, and it was much more difficult. That will be the same thing, I predict, unfortunately, in Syria now. You think that he would have learned, but apparently nothing was learned.
Mm-hmm. Can we just talk about where we are right now? And I just want to get your opinion, because if you look at just what happened just now, right, just this week, the Dow is down almost 500 points today. The government is about to shut down. He's pulling out of Syria. There's a new attorney general that he's asking for, a new chief of staff that he's seeking as well, a new interior secretary that he's seeking, and Mattis is out. What in the world is going on? Is this a rude awakening for many of the Trump supporters and Republicans in this country?
Well, I don't know. It's not a rude awakening for me, unfortunately, and for most of the people in my district who didn't vote for Trump. But it's just scary, because whether you like someone or not, you want to feel that there's sort of a firmness at the helm. And with President Trump going back and forth and changing his mind, you almost feel like no one's driving. We're sitting back with those cars that have no driver, and you don't know if you're going to crash or not. It's very, very frightening. And as you mentioned, we're seeing it in the stock market now, and we're going to see a lot more. And a lot of good people are not going to want to come to the administration, because if you're not being listened to, if you're being disregarded, why should you want to come?
Congressman Engel, thank you for your time.
Thank you. My pleasure.
There could be some major consequences of Mattis' resignation. We're going to talk about possible security risks we all should be worried about.